Tonight, you're here to see one show in particular. Am I right about that?
Yeah!
Oh, great. Well, in that case, I want you to go fucking nuts and put your hands together for tonight's show. That just happened. Cliffhanger!
Atop the Mount Yosemite, the golden lemons shine. I drink their yellow juice. One day I'll make them mine. I'll scale the summit with my pal. We'll be friends for all of time. Unless he steals my golden lemons, then I'll fucking snap his spine. I must save myself from the edges of the cliff and Chief Kluklar's dagger. Try not to slip, I'm losing my grip, cliffhanger.
Good evening, audience. You are now experiencing patented That Just Happened technology. Do not be alarmed. The special lights in the theater are now transmitting the memories of an episode of a television program that does not exist called Cliffhanger into your brain. And you are now such a huge fan, you're like super psyched about it and stuff. Anyway, the theme song of That Just Happened, the after show, is about to play, and your hosts will come out. Do not make them feel weird. Just be chill. Anyways, give it up for That Just Happened, and your hosts, Daniel Lewis Cups and Shane Barbera.
Hi Dan.
Hey Shane,
I'm really excited for this show.
I'm pretty fucking excited for this show, Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cliffhanger. They let us do.
You know, Dan, it was based on a book in the 1970s, and my grandpa would always read it to me when I was sick before bed. It was just like that movie, Princess Bride.
I'm personally more of a I'm into the 70s movie when it comes down to it. Really love the reboot, but when it comes down to it, I'm more of into the movie.
Yeah, the movie with Tibble's garden hat.
Yeah, the movie with Tibble's 70s star Tibble's garden hat.
Yeah. I don't know, I always thought it was really inappropriate for my grandpa to read to me because there's like a lot of really graphic sex scenes in the book.
That's pretty true. He shouldn't probably be narrating stuff like that. Yeah.
The movie was pretty graphic too.
It was, yeah, the movie was a little much back then. A lot of 70s movies had like very bloated men, kind of, and they're like bloated white men in the lead roles.
This isn't a hit on Tibble's garden hat, is it?
No, not at all. In fact, I think that he's got like a health to it. It's got a plump health that he had back then. He's lost a lot of weight now. I'm not going to say it was drugs. It wasn't. It probably wasn't. It was the 70s.
Yeah.
It was probably drugs. Yeah. Well, I don't know. We got a lot of show ahead.
We do.
Why don't we bring out our first guest, huh?
Hell say.
Let's bring out the writer of the book.
Yes.
R.R. Lordley. Everyone give it up for Hugh R.R. Lordley.
That just happened. We're gonna talk about it. Ready to go. We're gonna start the show.
It's a pleasure. You're a legend. I meant no harm by that. I hope you
It's
hear that
pure
backstage.
pleasure for me to see both of you.
Oh,
It's
okay.
pure, it's ecstasy.
It's ecstasy.
I'm on ecstasy when I see both of you. I've taken ecstasy before the show is what I'm telling you, and I love to see both of you.
Did you write Cliffhanger on ecstasy?
Sure I did. I wrote Cliffhanger on every drug I get my damn hands on. I wrote Cliffhanger on everything I get my hands on and on my feet on and in my veins. You know what I mean?
You wrote the shit out of that book, too.
Thanks.
Dude, I just want to let you know I didn't mean anything by that when I said I like the 70s movie better than the book. I still love the book.
I didn't hear that until I just came out right now, and actually I'm extremely offended by that, actually. You probably shouldn't have even mentioned it. Luckily for you, I'm feeling great because I'm on ecstasy, and I doubt I'll be able to store that information for later. You know what I mean? This brain is gone, baby. It's the brain of an 80-year-old man, but I'll tell you what, with all those drugs, it's the brain of an 82-year-old man on a lot of drugs, that's for sure. You don't mind if I mansplain a little bit here, do you? I didn't write the fucking book.
Mansplain the book to me right now.
Oh, mansplain the book for you?
Yeah,
well, luckily,
mansplain the book to
I
me.
can do everything that a man can do, because that's me. You are our lordly. I am maybe the biggest man in the world. Mansplain the book. Well, the thing about the book is a little bit different than what you youngsters might be seeing in this TV show. The book is all about a lovely horse that can climb every mountain that's ever been made by aliens. Do you understand? Every mountain in the world has been made by aliens, but this one horse, and only this one horse, can climb it. And he's got gloves that are made for horses that are super sticky. And he can climb a damn mountain, and I'll tell you what, anybody gets in his way, they get chomped. That's what the book was meant to be about. I've actually never read the book. I did go on a lot of drugs when I wrote it. The first outline of the book was a horse climbing a mountain for about 1,500 pages. But I've not read it since I wrote it. I assume it's something like that.
I think that pretty much nailed it.
That's why it's so weird that this show.
You've all read the book, right? You've read my
Yes.
book.
Oh,
Yeah, like I said, I like the movie better, but I'm a big book head. I like the book too.
Oh, good.
I don't read,
Okay.
but my grandpa read it to me. It was great.
Yeah, your grandfather, did he fight in the war?
Yeah.
Good man.
Yeah, my uncle showed me the movie when I was younger.
Your uncle, did he fight in the
super
war?
cool guy,
Did he fight in the war?
He was like a leather jacket kind of uncle. He lived in the garage, and he would bring me in there.
Oh,
show me
no.
VHSs. He showed me this cool VHS.
you're still going to
and
therapy
we smoked
about
his
that.
water pipe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we smoked.
Now we're talking.
We smoked a little bit of doobies too. You ever smoke? You when you
Sure.
did ecstasy, did you smoke a little?
I'm smoking a doobie right now. You just can't see because my
Marijuana
beard is
cigarette.
growing. If you see some smoke coming out of this beard, it's because I'm currently doobing.
Puffing away.
I'm doobed up. I also smoke doobs out of my ass at 24/7. You ever done
I
that?
think it's time to bring out our next
Yeah, I think we should bring out our next guest.
Okay.
Tibbles?
Let's bring out our next guest, Tibble's Garden Hat, the star of the 70s.
Oh, I love this.
That just happened. We're gonna talk about it. Ready to go. We're gonna start with a TV show.
Second biggest man in the world. The second biggest man in the world.
Oh, hey. What's going on,
Slim as
guys?
ever, I told you.
Yeah, I'm a slim man. I've slimmed down. I drink slim fast. I also slim down fast. I'm getting slim out here, guys. How you guys doing? What's up?
We're doing great.
Oh, yeah?
We were just talking about the book.
Okay, so that's 2/3 of our panel that's on.
Yeah, you got two-thirds. Yeah. Do we need another
Last
third?
guy.
That's a good question. Two of the biggest men in the world.
Yeah,
Do we
we're-
even have
we're
room for
enormous.
anybody else? I mean,
How can you be on this panel right now next to these two men?
Tibbles, what have you been up to since the 70s?
I just been, the movie was just a wild ride, it's like, it's hard to come back from something that, I don't remember it. I don't remember it for a second. It was the 70s. I was on opium, cocaine, lewds, the old Quaaludes, I was, oh man, that was destroy your memory. You don't remember a thing.
I'll tell you what, Tibbles, you want some Quaaludes? Just reach right in here for me. There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I'm gonna get all goofed up in here.
Goofing out.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been around. That movie taught me a lot about my the physical endurance I have for pain. Really, Woo.
Climbing them rocks.
Yeah, climbing those rocks,
You did your
falling
own
down
stunts,
those
right?
rocks. What?
You did your own stunts.
Oh yeah, I did all.
Did all
of
the
them.
climbing yourself?
Yeah, it was a real budget.
Now imagine if you
picture.
were a horse doing all of that.
Yeah.
and you did it, and you never complained about it.
No, not
Then
once.
you'd probably be the protagonist of one of the best books ever written.
Yeah, but instead, I'm just the lead actor of one of the best movies ever directed.
Touche.
Oh my goodness.
It's like we're having one of my famous battle scenes here, where you're
Yeah.
fencing me, and I'm strong and shirtless and muscle bound, and
Yeah, well,
I'm
I don't
on
know,
top
I
of
mean-
a horse, and boy, me and that horse have a real good relationship. And you and your horse also have a really
Yeah,
good
we have an
relationship.
okay
in this scene.
relationship in that-
And
in this
we
scene,
take care of
yeah.
our horses.
Yeah, we do.
And,
I mean, really, the horses take care of us.
That's
right?
how I like to
that's,
see it.
Oh,
Now you're
man.
talking about it.
Oh, yeah.
We should write a book
Yeah,
together.
Yeah, we
Nothing
should.
touches me more than the relationship between a man and his horse.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, now we're touching
Bring on
horses.
our next guest.
Yes,
The writer of this version, the HBO version of Cliffhanger, the series. Guys, give it up for Gert Booth.
That just happened. We're gonna talk about it. Ready to go? We're gonna
That's welcome, TV writer.
show.
You know? Yeah.
You know what they say?
What they say.
You gotta boof it or lose it. That's what I always heard. How's it doing, bud?
I can't believe you guys are here on the same show. No one told me that these two guys would be here.
I know we're like your heroes or something, right? Like
Yeah,
both
yeah,
of
yeah.
us?
Without us, you would be nothing right now. Is that what you're coming to us?
Everyone, no, every interview I do, everybody compares the show
Yeah.
to the movie or to the books, and they have nothing to do. The show has nothing to do with either of these things. I wrote the show. The pilot was based on an episode of MacGyver where he climbs a mountain.
Yeah, okay.
And I pitched it to
That's
HBO.
close, yeah.
It was word for word. I just took the episode and I submitted it as a pilot called Cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we have the rights to this book and this unrelated movie,
I don't know.
and we want to make it into the show. And that's...
And the money goes right in my pocket as a result.
Yeah.
So for that, I thank
Yeah,
you.
and that should be my money.
Yeah. Well,
Well, I think I get a little bit.
agree
of it
to
too.
disagree.
You know.
Yeah, well, we'll get you some money eventually.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been living in a trailer.
Well, no,
The thing I'd say
I'm
about
doing all
my
right. I
guy,
don't know if you guys have seen my chain, but
yeah,
I'm doing
That's a
pretty
great
well,
chain.
pretty
Yeah.
good.
What carat is that chain?
What carat is plastic?
Oh my goodness.
Is that a lot?
It's
If
a-
you think about it, plastic is better than gold.
yeah.
It doesn't break
It'll
as
last.
easily.
No, it doesn't,
Forever.
and it doesn't break down either. Just ends up in the ocean forever.
Yeah.
Mm.
Would you say it's time maybe to check
I think
out?
the audience wants to see their first voted clip.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this will be my first time seeing the show.
It's from
Let's-
episode 1. Episode 1
Yeah.
titled Richard.
Yes, let's check it
Oh.
out.
Cliff, thank you for coming.
Oh, well, it's my pleasure.
Right this way.
Is this thing on?
Oh yes, it's all ready to go.
Where should I start?
Just start at the beginning.
Okay. Hi. My name's Clifford Hanger. And this is my story. The year was 1988, and I was on a climbing adventure with my best friend, Richard. We were going to scale Yosemite, the ultimate climb. You're my best friend, Richard.
You're my best friend, Clifford.
The storm came out of nowhere. We were doomed. We knew the rain would lube up our rock-solid grips. No! I'll never let you go!
I'll never let you go.
I'll never let you turn around from your
Backs on each other.
That's a good idea.
Make a promise to your mother. Back on each other. I remember stupid things. Good ones. Bracelets and a bead. In all your dreams. You don't dream for me, no. But I still think of the last time. The days and the waves. Sunburn. I would like to say, like a sunburn. He's like a sunburn. I'd like to say. No!
Yeah.
Yeah, look at those effects. It's so high res. It's crazy to me. You know, back when I was doing this movie, you know, we were fucking doing it. Like I just fell off a mountain. There was no effects involved. They just said fall, and I was like, ooh.
I think it's important to mention too. This is a clip from a full hour-long episode, and in the full episode, they actually sing a whole Third Eye Blind album.
Yeah, they sing the entire album. This is all cut down.
Yeah. What'd that run you?
But imagine if it was played on a lute, and then you'd have my book. You understand? My band was called Ye Third Eye Blind. And the blind had an E on the end, like tavern, or town.
Chappé.
Or Charbet, like a dog, yeah, Charbet.
That cost $4 million to license.
Oh yeah.
And that is why the effect looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Is we just spent so much money on that entire album.
Oh, you got the entire album,
You got the whole,
Oh yeah, we got the. Well, no, we used the entire album. Like they said, they cut.
Oh, it's an hour-long episode. They
Hour-long
use the
episode.
entire album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was. If I could do it all over again, I would. Because then we wouldn't be here today with this great crowd who loves this show.
Oh wow.
The fans of Cliffhanger, that's why we're all
The fans are the reason we're here.
From one writer to another, though.
Okay.
So now back. Back in the 70s when I wrote my book, I couldn't have the two characters be gay. Do you understand? They had to be secret. Oh,
What?
No,
They're not gay.
We just don't think it's okay.
They're not gay. There's a big.
Oh, so you're all
I wanna
anti-gay?
address
Is that what you're
this.
telling me?
I want
I
to
watched it,
address
I thought it was
this.
beautiful.
I want to address this.
It was beautiful.
I want to address this.
I think two men should be able to have affection with each other, and it doesn't. It's meant to
And
be
you can
able-
also have sex with each other, and it's fine as well. Now, in my books, they had to go behind a bush to do it. And that's how I told my readers that was happening. I said they went behind a big old bush, and it was hot.
Yeah.
And that's how they knew it was both happening and hot.
I want to address this.
Yes. I want to address
A lot of so those two characters are not gay. I don't know why people keep reading into this relationship between them. You got people, and look, I get it. The fandom, the fans, they're out there. They're on Tumblr. They're making supercuts, or they have to hold hands, or they kiss on the mouth.
They're making
or they rub their
fan
genitals together. They say, "Oh, look, it's a fun, it's song, they're in love," and it's not. They're not. To me, you can. It's art. So
But
you
it would
can
be
take
okay.
It
would be fine if it worked.
It would be okay, and I'll tell you
It would
this,
be fine.
you know, there's a ton of fanfic out there about these two characters.
Yeah,
there is.
Having a great life together.
They have
and you might have noticed that some of that seems to be written particularly well.
Yeah.
Like maybe one of the world's greatest authors has written some of that
that's
fan fiction.
you?
Oh, well, I wasn't
you
going to
the
say.
whole time?
I wasn't going to. I didn't want to reveal. But
Dan Brown is Dan Brown writing.
That's the pen name I go under when I write these fan fictions.
Yeah.
I say I'm author of Angel Prophecies. What did he write again? Da Vinci.
But there was another
Angels
one with
and
Angel.
Cryptic,
Yeah, that's one, yeah,
Cryptic Angel Da Vinci, Cryptic Mona Lisa, you know, Dan Brown's novel.
Dan Brown's novel.
I've read them all. Also, I've written
most of them.
fan fiction for that as well. I'm a prolific author.
That explains why in a lot of that fan fiction there's like
a lot of horses.
There's horses, there's codes nobody can break, and then someone like looks in a mirror and it's like, oh, the letters were backwards.
Yes. He's dyslexic.
Unbreakable
Dan Brown is.
I mean, personally, my favorite fan fiction is of the Japanese variety. I think they got a very good manga community out there. Yeah, shoujo. Well, actually, it would be yaoi. You know, male love manga. That's right. In Japan, they do believe that they're gay. They do. And that's up to you, though.
Yes.
You can take that how
And
you
look,
want.
I feel like I lost the crown. Have a problem with that. It's great. You can write your fan fiction. I'm just saying, canonically, these two characters are not gay. They just love to hold hands and touch their genitals against each other. In the fanfic, it can be whatever. They can be gay. And I saw a fanfic where one of them was gay squid.
Yeah.
There was a man.
In the movie, because you couldn't show male love on screen, we had to get
It was
two.
the 70s.
Yeah, we had to get two mannequins and just kind of pop them together with screens. Yeah, it was hot.
They went.
though. It was
They
still
decided.
hot.
Yeah, they decided to take the bushes out for the movie.
Yeah, they took. We needed. You need to get a little flesh on the screen. You can't just have it hanging. You got to hang it all out there.
Indeed.
Indeed, yeah. So what? I don't know.
So that's those two characters, right? Those are your two
I
characters.
think it may very well be time to go to the next fan.
Oh, okay.
Sure, yeah. I think we were onto something.
Is this one from episode 2?
This is episode 2, Spaghetti.
Oh.
Something gooey was on my rump, and it was more than the fear-induced fecal matter that I had produced during the fall. Yes, I had crushed an eagle egg. I looked up in terror, for I knew the mother would surely come for my life. The beast stabbed its beak into my gut, slurping out my intestines like a happy Italian man eating spaghetti. But I wasn't going down without a fight. I took my own large intestine and wrapped it around the motherfucker's neck, watching the animal suffocate as it failed to inhale air into its stupid piece of shit body. I had won the battle, but feared I would lose the war. My vital organs were drooping out of my body, and I was stranded in an eagle's nest. It was only a matter of time before my body said fuck it and just died.
Oh, now that's a well
Stirring. Yeah, stirring. Yes, yes.
Fingers on a man's neck. Never comfortable with that.
That eagle looked an awful lot like him.
Like him?
Eagle
Oh, well, that's I've never really made that connection.
Hey, an homage. I'll take it.
I'll say, okay, well.
I've often thought of myself as
Did you actually kill the eagle
half
in the
animal?
show? Like, was there actually an animal hurt?
What? Of course not. There was a very. We switched it out in the last minute with a CGI eagle.
Oh, yeah.
It cost $8 billion.
and it was played by Andy Serkis, if I remember correctly.
That
the
is
man
not
who
the
played
first
Gollum.
time he's thought that a cartoon was a real thing. He always thinks that.
Is that true?
Yeah,
Are you,
yeah.
this guy jerks off to cartoon porn? Is that
When we
true?
watched Roger Rabbit, he 100% thought that was a talking rabbit.
Oh, okay.
Actual.
It is.
It's still. All right,
I can't get through to him, guys.
Yeah.
Now, look, I don't want to just to put this fire to rest.
All right.
Oh,
Put out this
You're a
fire.
real fireman over here.
Yeah. Put out this fire immediately. That eagle was not based on you. That eagle was, of course, based on Bernie Sanders. And it's actually, I write from what I know, and I was being harassed by Bernie Bros online because I did say something racist, and they pounced on me, much like that eagle, and I had to block them. Much like the Eagles' airways were blocked by Clifford Hanger's intestines. So that is the clever writing device I used.
bought that.
Oh, yeah. Okay, we're unraveling the layers to this now.
And you know, just like Bernie, that eagle did not win.
No.
It was not.
I have to say though, I was a big fan of that marionette eagle from the
70s
Yeah,
movie.
from the movie, yeah, we had a phenomenal marionette.
It was a great dance scene where they would have the eagle dance a little
Yeah,
bit.
we
had
didn't even
clogs on.
fight. We had a little square dancing competition on this mountainside, and it was we just do-si-doed our way into a dervish of.
Which I appreciate. I've never been a violent man. I try not to have any violence in my writing. Just pure love of horses,
It's just
sex, and mountain climbing.
Now Hollywood's gonna take this beautiful property and just throw all this violence in it. The big blockbuster Michael Bay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
James Cameron, Avatar, whatever. I don't like it. It's not real to me.
Okay, well, you've never been harassed by Bernie Bros.
No, I haven't.
I go way back with Bernie. Bernie and I used to do smokes and doobs under my beard. Back when my beard was yay high. You understand? Bernie used to, as a little baby, when Bernie was a baby, I used to keep him under the beard, and we'd both smoke weed. You understand? Just so his mom didn't see, because his mom was very worried that he was smoking weed at such a young age. And I used to tell her, "Hey, it's the '70s, you know."
Yeah. Bernie was a baby in the '70s.
Why you don't know? He's actually
like 40 years old.
A baby a few
what you don't know about Bernie Sanders is that he's actually one of those adult baby people.
Yeah.
He, until he became a senator, he used to wear exclusively diapers and hire. Do they hire people to feed them?
Oh, the Boss Baby. Well, in Boss Baby, the baby stays a baby forever because of course he drinks the special milk that keeps him young forever. We all know this.
You also wrote
Boss Baby. You wrote Boss Baby. And so I know a lot about Boss Babies. So so that's what happened to Bernie?
Yeah. He drank special milk. That's what we used to call opium. He used to just drink it. I used to say, Bernie, you shouldn't drink it. You should inject it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
or smoke it. You know what I mean? But milk of the poppy.
Yeah, that's what and squeeze it and They crush those poppies with
he used to stir it into Kool-Aid and drink it, and I'll tell you what, he was a trailblazer.
Yeah.
I say we trailblaze right into this next clip. What do you guys say?
Why not?
Fair enough.
How about it? Let's look at episode 3 of Lemon.
The third episode.
I was taken in by the Kahati tribe. They were a group of ex-cannibals gone vegan since their dark lord, Cthulhu, gifted them with a golden lemon tree. There was Kloopklar, the chief, his sons Knick-Knack, Patty and Whack, Give-A-Dogga, and Bone. And then there was Muchacha. Every day she nursed me back to health with lemonade made from the tribe's elusive golden lemons.
You like?
Muchacha, this is the best damn lemonade I've ever had. What's the secret? How is it so damn good?
I make it with mypis.
Huh?
Mypis. I make it with mypis.
Mypis? What the hell is mypis?
I'm saying I make it with my piss.
Oh, your piss. Well, it's delicious. Months went by, and as my health grew stronger, so did my love for Muchacha. She was the love of my life. She had dreams of being a stand-up comedian. Once a week, she would tell jokes at her tribe's open stump night. And she would always practice her tight 5 on me.
Why does Turtle go into her shell?
I don't know. Why?
Because she is masturbating.
One day, the lemon tree stopped producing lemons. That's when everything changed.
Clifford, run away with me. You must.
What? No, Muchacha. This is my home now. I'm happy here.
No, Clifford. The lemons are no more. My father wants to sacrifice you to Cthulhu for more lemons. No! 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 No!
Thrilling stuff. Thrilling stuff. Now, just imagine, that's kind of like just imagine that strong female character was a strong female horse, and you know exactly how my book went. And she nursed the protagonist back to health with a little smooch every day, and a good relationship. And there you go. There you've got now you're on my book.
So no piss? No piss?
Oh,
in the book?
tons of piss. Tons of piss.
All right, yeah.
Tons of piss.
Yeah, there was a lot in the movie, too. I gotta be honest. It was everywhere.
I remember that, yeah. You smelled like, you smelled like piss for years at all the parties.
Yeah, I think it's why they stopped inviting me. I think maybe.
I don't know why you didn't take a shower, personally.
It was the 70s. Who showered?
Yeah. Method actor.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, I can't. I have to say again, the show is not based on either your book or your movie.
That's what you say.
Seems a little loose. There was a great relationship. There was piss. It's
that piss scene. Excuse me, was an homage to My President and Yours.
Oh, R. Kelly. Oh, okay.
Okay. Now we're getting political.
And I don't want to get political, but I think you got to give this guy a chance.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
here's the good things he's done. He's been showered by piss. Probably in the White House.
Maybe.
Right?
Yeah. I don't know.
Almost.
Not always.
I think he sleeps outside the White House in a big old race car. That's an actual race car,
and not just a race car bed.
No, it's like an actual race car that's been modified into a bed.
That's
and also,
that makes me want to give him even more chances.
Kurt, where did you get the golden lemons for the show?
This is a funny story, but they were left over from American Gods. Which is on another network, but it's shot on the same lot as us. And I found them in the garbage, and I was like, well, I'm not going to not write these as in the script.
So it was a last minute right when you went to the lot to film?
Yeah.
Where were they before?
I was walking to the lot, and they were being thrown out, and one rolled out of a garbage bag, and I kicked it. And I'll tell you this, it hurt.
It was
solid.
It's not plastic, like you're saying, right? I mean,
yeah, that's correct.
But you see that golden shimmer on that lemon, and you're like, this is gonna look.
You're like
great in 1080p.
This is exactly the same shade as the piss I've written into this.
How good was the lemonade in the shoot?
Well, here's a little secret. In the shoot, it was really good lemonade.
That's I wish we had some lemonade here to celebrate.
We had
I just remembered I got some limoncello.
What you got back there, Shane?
So I figured we could all do some shots.
Whoa!
I don't know. Do you often do this on your TV talk show?
Do we need to blur anything out?
Blur anything out?
Yeah, we should blur this out. You guys keep doing your thing. I'm gonna pour these shots.
Sure. Pour. Yeah. I love a good shot.
Back when Bernie and I were high 24/7, we used to literally have funnel limoncello right into our eye sockets. You understand? It was it was either when we couldn't find medical catheters, we went right to the eye socket. I'll tell you that much. That's pretty gross, huh? I probably shouldn't have gone down that road.
Maybe your ears. Maybe try the ears next time.
Try the ears next time. Well, I'm an old man. I'm not going back to funneling limoncello into my orifices. No. It's only weed 24/7 under my beard. That's it. Like incense, like bringing a big gift to baby Jesus, and it's pure dank smoke.
Yeah.
I hugged you when you came in, and I thought I heard Cypress Hill from in there.
Oh yeah,
I heard hits from the bong playing inside your.
They just gave me a ride. They're outside right now, and they're waiting in the car and jamming their own
double
CDs.
Two joints at one time.
Now I'll tell you this about this limoncello. This is going to take
another
half hour to pour all.
Yeah, we're coming up on it though.
No, it could be.
Why don't you tell us about what happened in the rest of the 58 minutes of that episode?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, sure.
What happened?
Well, there was the battle. There was the battle of the bastards.
Oh yeah, that's just a new thing HBO does all the time now.
They made me put the battle of the bastards.
If you don't know, if they never tell you who a character's parents are, they don't have parents.
Yeah,
that's the whole thing. That's the new thing with HBO.
Yeah. Even though they have them, I mean, clearly
they're not real.
No, but they're not. No, it's an illusion.
I'll tell you this about the battle of the bastards. I know what that is, and I do watch the show that it's referring to. And that's why I had to put it in here. I was like, I can't pass up putting this Game of Thrones scene in Cliffhanger because I love it when Khaleesi she fights the dragons.
When she fights them. I think you're watching
with them.
I think,
Or among them.
A lot of people don't know that I'm actually the inspiration for all that entire book series.
Oh, yeah?
And George R.R. Martin is completely ripping. He even took the two middle initials of my name, George R.R. Martin. He was like he's ripping off.
The two middle initials of his name stand for the two middle initials in your name.
My name, that's right. Yeah, it's a reference to me. That's exactly right.
It's another homage.
He took the entire thing. His book series is called The Song of Ice and Fire. Mine, of course, was much more before his. It was called The Song of Horses and Their Piss.
Yeah.
And it was the bestseller in the world. It was the best. It was the best books ever. Yeah. And that fat fucker took them.
Yeah.
And also, he used to beat me and Bernie up in the back of the schoolyard.
Oh, he was a bully. So he bullied you out of your middle initials.
He hated drugs. He was a huge nerd.
George R.R. Martin. That's why he threw dragons in there.
He used to call the police on us.
He used to beat you and Bernie up when Bernie was a baby and you were a full
he was an adult baby at that time. Yeah,
full adult man.
He was. He used to hate people with weird sexual fetishes and those that get high, and so he really went to town on us.
Oh, please, no one take one.
And did he? You think George R.R. Martin hates social justice too? Do you think that's kind of why he went?
Sure, I want to spread that rumor for sure. Yeah.
Let's lay that out here.
I've seen a George R.R. Martin punch a horse in the mouth. That's what I think.
And that's
and he was spouting off.
Ugly thing to do.
He was spouting off with some pretty ugly language.
Yeah. He's a horsist.
A horsist?
I've heard of this. He talks on his blogs all day about horses. I think he just has a rivalry with you a little bit.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe it's just because he feels like such a small man, and I'm the largest man.
The biggest man.
You are. I mean, you're pretty big. But I'm a large man too.
You're the second largest man in the world.
I'm the second largest man.
And George R.R. is probably about 6 billionth largest man in the world.
He's not even close.
Wow.
He's not even
There's
close.
truly no way there's 6 billion men in the world even.
Ant-Man from the Marvel. I'm counting dead men as well.
Yeah, dead men. Yeah.
There's many more.
Yeah. Oh well. But he's only 6 billionth out of however many men have ever existed over time.
Yeah, which
that's actually pretty good. It's probably like 90th percentile.
He's up there.
So don't at us, George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
Well, I'm comfortable enough admitting that I'm a small, petite man, and that I like to be the little spoon in my relationship, and press my little butt up into there.
That's a mature outlook.
Just kind of scoop my little butt in that, and just let the vagina cup my butt.
Okay, right into my eye socket. Here we go. Oh, never.
Oh no, what's happening over here? Oh, we're dropping bottles.
Hey, how about we give Trump a shot, huh?
Yeah, let's give him a shot.
Okay. What are we cheersing to? Muchacha?
To Muchacha. To Muchacha.
A fully formed female character.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the horse.
Horse. Woo! I think that's a good cue into the next clip. What do you guys say? Who wants to check out episode 4? Chocolate.
No, Papa. No! It's impossible, Cha-Cha!
No! Gold miners.
Well now, word on the street is y'all got some golden lemons. We'll be taking those.
Muchacha!
Oh my, what do we have here? Looks to me like we got ourselves a plump little man boy. You got some chocolate in that back pocket? I'm gonna eat that chocolate.
There's no chocolate in there.
Give me them fat nuggets! Now give us that chocolate!
No, not again. Okay, you know what? I've gotta go.
No, wait. That was the best part. Did they find the chocolate?
No, I mean, maybe. It doesn't matter. Listen, thanks for having me, but I've got to run. I'm going to be late to Richard's memorial.
Richard's memorial? Oh no. That won't be necessary. You're staying right here.
What? Who the hell are you? Put the gun down.
I'm Richard.
Oh shit!
That blew my mind.
What a reveal.
I was wondering who that guy was the whole time, and now come to find he's
one of the two characters whose names you know.
Yeah,
that's right.
Named characters. Well, I guess Muchacha's also got a name.
That's true.
That's true.
And of course,
Patty whack, give a dog a bone.
That's true.
Okay, they had names too. Well, that's more of a children's limerick than a series of character names.
That's true.
I believe.
And I believe that Hugh was the originator of that rhyme.
Oh yeah, you're the one who wrote that.
Of course. That used to be a story about. I'll tell you what. The initial story of that was when a horse gave birth to humanity. Do you understand?
Oh yeah.
And then nursed it to evolution. Do you understand? That was the origins of evolution. Was a horse giving birth to humanity and then giving it enough milk that they grew big old brains. That's what that limerick's about.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah.
How's the dog factor in?
The dog?
Yeah.
Where's the dog in that?
Give a dog a bone.
Yeah.
It's literally the
I
only
see.
character in the thing.
The dog was originally that was Dog the Bounty Hunter. Do you understand that? I wrote it for that man. That's his real name, right? Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Oh, okay. You're saying like give dog a bone.
Yeah,
like you're like telling people to back off.
Give dog a bone.
Yeah. Let him do what he does.
It used to be give dog a bond. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this, that was my. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right?
So you wrote Dag the Bounty Hunter, right?
Dag the
Bounty Hunter.
Well, initially I wrote Dag the Bounty Hunter, which was a mashup of Blondie, the funny strip, the Sunday funny strip.
Yes. I love those.
Dagwood used to when he left, he had a second life. When he left the house, he would then hunt bounties. Do you understand? And that's why he was so hungry for sandwiches when he got home. Some of my fan fiction work, and I consider it some of my best, actually.
And fascinatingly, they based a reality show on it.
Mm-hmm.
Reality shows famously not based on fiction usually.
I mean, he's a man of firsts, you know.
When it's good enough, they'll base it on it.
I'd like to see more reboots as reality shows.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Hagar the Horrible, where it's just a really bad Viking man.
Yeah.
Clarify, you want to see more newspaper comics?
Yeah.
That's the only thing we're talking about.
More Family
shows.
Circus, where
Anything
the camera
turned into
follows
a reality.
Billy around the neighborhood. Know what I mean? Sees all the footprints he makes.
Right.
You know.
Garfield is a fat orange cat that's not a fan of Mondays ever.
And there's just a camera trained on him at all times.
Yeah, just sit and watch this cat. People already do that. I mean, let's be honest.
And of course, you Hollywood liberals don't want to see the reboot of Dilbert.
Oh yes. I'm tired of. I don't need
Never.
another white man on
That's right.
on television.
Mm-hmm.
Other than me.
I was gonna say.
I'll take the work.
Yeah.
You can give
Are you
it
still
to me.
doing? Are you still acting?
I've done a few commercials, and
If you have to ask.
Yeah.
I think this is
okay.
Clearly, you're still wearing your costume from when you were Chester the Cheetah from that newest Cheetos commercial.
I love Cheetos. Big fan. The jalapenos. Oh my. Beautiful. Much better than the hot Cheetos. I don't care about the hot ones. I'm a jalapeno man.
More of a Takis fan myself.
Oh yeah, you like hot Takis?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool how Chester the Cheetah is the Colonel from KFC now, where they're putting weird actors in that role.
Oh yeah, that's true.
That was my
true.
idea.
That was. Oh yeah, you wrote the new KFC ad campaign.
Yeah. I was like, you know what? Let's reboot these characters with some of our favorite actors, like Dog the Bounty Hunter. And then they ripped that idea from my womb, and they said we're gonna make Jim Gaffigan and etc. and Norm Macdonald. And I said no, it needs to be men who hunt bounties,
but also sell chicken. You know.
Who was the first guy that everyone was scared of?
He was the one who
You
just said
remember this?
nobody liked that his accent or I think his face.
Yeah, his
I
face
wasn't
is
really
very-
sure what the
You're saying the
outrage
first
was.
man that anyone was ever scared of?
Yes.
That's your question?
What he
Who was
looked
the
like.
first
Who's the
man?
I meant the first
scared of. I wanna
But
know
you
the
can answer
colonel.
both.
Yeah. What if he
Yeah, it was
was
probably-
the first man everybody was scared of? What is that? What if that's why they didn't like him?
That's probably, yeah.
That's deep,
That's a
right?
good point.
Oh, we're digging into some
that
stuff
was,
here.
yeah, we're really baiting.
My
words
question
on
is,
those.
so listen, I don't want to be nitpicky or anything like that, but clearly all of the miners in that scene have fake beards. And my question is, why scrimp? You know what I mean?
It's true.
Why not get somebody with
A
you
real
just to hire
hefty-
somebody with a great beard like this?
Yeah.
Understand?
Well, obviously, it's a very political show, and those they all had to be played by women, so they could be the hashtag resistance.
Yes.
And they, of course,
Showing
came to the
solidarity.
rescue. They came to the rescue of our hero when he needed it most.
But then they try to get his chocolate.
Yeah.
Yes.
do
Well,
try to get that chocolate.
women. That's
Yeah.
what they always do. They try,
I mean-
they try to take your chocolate from you.
I don't think he knows much about women, though, to be honest.
I'll tell you
He
what.
knows a lot about horses. He's a horseman.
I'm not a, hey, listen, you don't have to ooh and ah at that. I'll admit
Yeah.
it, I've only ever loved horses in my life.
Yeah.
You understand? Sure, my father was I never knew my mother. My father used to kiss horses every day.
Instead of
Never
each
had
other?
sex with a horse. Though he did invent the first ever horse-based fleshlight.
Yes.
So that he would never cross the boundaries with a real horse and would only kiss them.
What is okay? So you're a good. I've been meaning to ask this to somebody.
Oh,
You
sure.
seem like a good candidate. What
candidate,
is? What
but
does
I
a
don't know,
horse
I'm trying-
vagina?
I'm
What's the
just-
difference between a human vagina and a horse vagina?
Oh, boy.
Because a horse
Well,
penis-
how much
horse
time do we
penis-
have? Know what I mean? How long? Let's just say, I don't know, what's the difference between the 1970s cliffhanger
Oh,
and
my
the 2017 cliffhanger?
You
huh?
wrote it's better, the 70s.
Yeah, no, and in this case,
Yeah.
the horse vagina is the 70s cliffhanger.
Surely did not.
And then so it was mangled by a god who certainly does not care about how people feel, and then it became a 2017.
So the horse fleshlight then
Yes.
is just a very long tube.
No, of course not. It's what do you think of?
I've seen them in person. They're like they're like a 12-footer.
Depends on what
Yeah.
you would call long, I guess.
Well, I'd say 12 feet is long.
That's pretty long.
Well,
The
fair
part-
enough.
the- it's
I don't
like
know,
the
to-
first
to-
split of it
to
is
the
this-
two largest men in
Yeah,
the world.
actually,
that seems
I'm
like a
just
kind of
trying,
man.
I'm just trying to help you out here. I'm pretty large, by the by.
Mhm.
By the by.
Hey, I've got a question about the.
Satisfied a horse in my day.
Oh, you've actually. Well, I can't abide by that. Actually.
Oh, wow.
That's something both Bernie and I have tried to introduce legislation against. Actually.
Like the District of Columbia when they had to do that.
Sure. Yeah.
That's a deep reference.
We started in the District of Columbia. Sure.
Yeah.
I have
Why
a-
don't you guys go to the source?
I have a question about the episode.
Please.
The guy who was interviewing Clifford Hanger, he ended up being Richard. But like, what was the was he wearing his face? Was he a warlock? Like, what was going on?
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
Here's the,
I have to explain special effects to him a lot.
Oh no, I get that the special effects. I get this one. It's just I want to know like, was the guy actually a warlock, or was he wearing his face?
No. Well, look.
How do you even explain this?
It's coming from a guy who thought Harry Potter was a mockumentary. All right, so
Here's my impression of this guy. Oh, let's all drink limoncello, and also I don't understand basic magic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a good impression.
Thanks. But it was actually me. Did you know it was me the whole time and not him?
Yeah, because you.
Does that help you
yeah.
at all? Do you understand? Does that,
I get
does that
it.
clarify?
He was a warlock. Okay, thanks.
All right.
I
So you
thought you
have
meant
warlocks in
within
the
the show. No, well, okay, so look. Are you asking within the show or how we did that effect? Because it
I
was
meant,
mostly a towel.
I meant with the logic within the show.
Oh, within
Yeah,
the
the
show,
internal
what
one.
happens is as soon as Clifford walks into that room, boom, a dream sequence starts. And then he wakes up from the dream when we reveal...
and Richards is holding a towel over his face.
So
That's
he
true,
was
yes,
talking
exactly.
to Richard the whole time in a dream.
But in
a
sleep.
dream.
And-
Yes.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay.
Ah.
How dare you pretend there's no airtight logic to these random clips?
And the actor was a warlock in his everyday life.
Yeah,
that's clear.
okay.
That's what
that clears everything up for me, at least.
All right. I feel good about it. I feel good about all those
I feel really good about
I
this.
feel great, but it's because I'm on ecstasy right now.
I'm probably about peaking right now on that ecstasy.
I don't think you're supposed to mix limoncello with drugs.
Yeah, yeah. Let's mix anything with drugs, really.
There you go. That's.
Yeah. Also, I want to know where did Muchacha's ghost go after she left her body?
Hell.
No, she went to heaven. She went straight up, baby.
Yeah, what's the...
What
about she worshipped
Muchacha,
Cthulhu?
as a three-dimensional female character, she has no flaws. And so, therefore, her ghost automatically goes to heaven right away because she is...
It flew up. It would have went into the ground if it was going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Or to Chinese heaven.
Oh, that's true. It goes far enough.
And that was the racist tweet that got him in a lot of trouble with all those Bernie bros. He's been referencing Chinese heaven as for about the past 5 years.
He's a big proponent of
he's
Chinese
practically running Hollywood.
If you think about it, why wouldn't they go through the earth to the other side? Why would they go up and they go to Chinese heaven into space on the other side? I'm sorry, Bernie Bros.
Richard, you're alive. Oh my God, it's so good to see you. Now, what are you doing? Put the gun down.
You said you'd never let me go.
Richard, I'm sorry. My hand slipped. It was raining.
I lost 29 years of my life inhabited by a parasite that insisted on eating nothing but bear shit. I wandered around the forest for 29 fucking years, a prisoner in my own body, following bears around and eating their shit. Now tell me, did they get the chocolate?
What?
Did the gold miners get your chocolate?
Yes.
Now, I want that goddamn golden lemonade.
There isn't any. I told you. The lemon tree stopped producing lemons.
Liar! You said it was the best lemonade you ever had. Where the fuck is it, Clifford?
I don't know.
Clifford, if you don't tell me where that lemonade is, I swear to God, I'll blow your fucking brains out all over this beautiful wall.
Okay, fine. I only have one batch left, but I can't share it with you. It's too damn good.
Where the fuck is it, Clifford?
Ah! I hid it. God damn it. I hid it in a comedy theater in Chinatown.
Chinatown? That's good comedy theater.
You're not getting my fucking lemonade!
Get out of the fucking car!
What the? Get away, man!
Holy shit, did he just steal a car?
Richard?
Yeah, 215 North 11th Street.
Ah, yes. Funny joke town. I know it well. Let's go.
Yeah, the comedy theater.
Hey guys! Where's my fucking lemonade?
We got some cello.
We need to have a word with my friend.
Richard, I'm sorry. I said I'll never let you go, and I let you go.
Anything else you want to apologize for, Cliff?
No, why would I?
You stole my fucking wife, Clifford!
I thought you were dead!
You changed my son's name from Richard Jr. to Clifford Jr.
I thought it had a much better ring to it.
You emancipated yourself from your parents and had my parents adopt you!
Come on, Richard, your parents were always so much cooler than mine.
I thought you were my best friend. But you've changed.
You say that I've changed? Well, maybe I did. But even if I changed, what's wrong with you?
Stop quoting Third Eye Blind! You're dead to me now!
Oh, don't say that. No.
I don't know what to do with you, Cliff. You leave me to die, and then you steal my whole identity.
Yeah, well, it's only because I admire you so much.
Really?
Yeah. You're my best friend, Rich. I always liked you so much more than I ever liked myself. So much so that I tried to become you.
You're making me blush.
I'm sorry, Richard. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Maybe we can have a polyamorous relationship with your wife. She still loves you, you know.
Really? Oh, I would love that. And my son, can we name him back to Richard Jr. again?
I don't know. Kind of feel like that's his decision at this point. He's 31 years old now.
You're right.
But you can even have your parents back. I guess I'll talk to mine again.
Thanks, best friend.
You're welcome. Best friend.
So, can I try that lemonade?
Well,
What's it gonna be, cliffhanger?
Thank you, everybody, for coming!
You say that I changed. Maybe I did. But even if I changed.